Hey, good morning. Welcome to Riches for My Britches. My name is Josh, and this is a channel about day trading. So today we're going to take a look at what's happening on the gap scanner and try to find some stocks to trade. The date is June 17th. It's a Monday. And here's a look at that gap scan this morning. Our leading gapper is ALLG. It's up 128%. It has good volume. It has a decent float, but I don't like the chart. Anytime you see a chart like this, in my experience, it's really not going to do anything. It's, trading flat. And so there's nothing there. I tend to ignore those. Second leading gapper is SCNI. And a lot of volume traded on it this morning. It has a really low float of 697,000 shares. And it's got a great price point and gapping up 84%. So that checks all the boxes. We're trading right at the volume weighted average price. And we're well above these levels here. I marked out a couple of daily levels. We came up close to the 795. That was that gap. So we filled the gap in here pretty much. Now, whether we can get above that or not is yet to be seen. Big red day back there. I'm going to keep an eye on this one, though. And the thing about this one is I don't see really any news on it. But it's our second leading gapper, so I'll definitely keep an eye on that. Okay, and then our next one down is TRNR, gapping up 63%. This one also has a decent amount of volume traded and a decent float, 21 million. It's, right there. And it's below the VWAP right now, but it's consolidating. It's 15-minute consolidation. I've marked out these daily levels here, so we'll take a look at that real quick. You can see that 15-minute consolidation right here. So what we don't want to see is a 15-minute downtrend, because then we're going to be looking at further consolidation. In that case, we'll be looking at a breakdown of the hourly and a pullback possibly to that previous daily level there. And that's back here. Had a big gap up on Friday. Made a move up initially, hit a high of 369 and then pulled back. We gapped up today. We're above that so far right now. So that next resistance that we tapped is up here, and then we have a few resistances overhead before all-time highs at 850. So I'll be watching that one. I didn't see anything else on the gap scan here that I really was too interested in. AANN, it's another one of those that's just kind of trading flat. And by the way, TRNR, yeah, I don't see news on that one either. I thought I did earlier. I guess I must have been reading the news for something else here. It says Nurix Therapeutics. Now I'm wondering, so no, that would be NRIX. So there's news here for NRIX. I don't see that on my scanner, but let me see. Oops. That one's just, yeah, I don't like that one at all. So yeah, TRNR does not have news, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. AAN, another one trading flat. SMFL, we're getting further down here below 10% gaps now. And so I'm not really interested in any of these. This one's pretty light on volume. NNE, no news on that one either. And then I looked at the Hive day scan. Now Peggy I haven't seen. Let's see what that's doing. So it made an initial move up and then it sold off. Pineapple Energy stock. It looks like it does have some kind of news on it. It just the CEO added some shares to his position. So I don't know. That's not really huge news for me. ACHR is another one here that's on the Hive day scan, but you know, it doesn't look too good. And then EVAX popped up earlier and I thought, oh, maybe we got something there because it has news. But it just sold off. So no, I'm not really interested in that. If we look at the cheaper stocks down here, the penny stocks, MBIO, now this one actually does have a pretty good news catalyst. And problem is it might be a little overextended here. It's made a pretty nice move this morning from, you know, around 10 cents all the way up to 40. Cheaper stock. I don't trade these often, but if there isn't anything else really to trade, then I will kind of give my attention to these. And I got a feeling there are other traders that do the same. So maybe it makes these a little more better to trade, more better. So I marked out some daily levels on this one here as well. Some resistance. I don't know. You know, I'm actually gonna clear that one out. So we got up to this previous rejection from back on the May 22nd, and we're consolidating below that. So it remains to be seen if we can get over that. Right now, 5-minute consolidation is underway. And if we look at the 15-minute here, you can see how extended we are. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it pull back more, but if it remains bullish, you know, we could just keep going. Nice consolidation, like I said, below that daily level. We're above the volume weighted average price, so bullish right now. And plenty of volume on this one, so definitely going to keep that on watch. That is it so far this morning. Okay, so there's about 6 minutes to go until the market opens, and let me see what we have here. Got ourselves a triple top ascending here. Whoops, let me redo that. So that could be a potential target if we end up making a move up. Let me see that 15-minute time frame, if you can see that up here. Looks like we hit a higher low there and a higher low there, and then we bounced off of that there. So let's see here on the lower time frame. This is that bounce off of that level on the 1-minute time frame. So that definitely came into play. I don't know if it would hold if we retest that again, but I'll keep that line there for now. Looks like this right here. Forget the line there. So that was our descending line coming down, and we got over that. Back testing it now a couple of times. Boom and boom. 5-minute time frame. It's a 15-minute equilibrium right now. High of the move, low of the pullback, lower high, higher low. So you want to see a breakout over this to try to get that next move up, and that is that hourly candle. So hourly inside bar, 15-minute EQ. And the high of pre-market is $7.70. So if we were to lose $5.81, we're going to start to see hourly consolidation. So if we lose that level, we'll start to see it pull back on the hourly. If we lose this level, it'll be a confirmed 15-minute downtrend and a bear break of that equilibrium. So those are our two levels at the bottom. These are the two levels at the top, pretty much. And MBIO here. MBIO, we could do the same thing, draw out a target line, maybe up here somewhere. Looks like we had a rising wedge that broke bear. There's our rising wedge, broke down below that. Came up for a back test. So we're below that now. I'm looking for a 5-minute higher low. For the moment, we would like this to be it, but I don't know on that one. It seems to me we're pretty extended up here on these larger time frames. Got a little consolidation zone down in here, trading above the volume weighted average price. So it's a 1-minute equilibrium right now. I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of levels here. Okay, about 2 minutes to go. This one over here, TRNR, we're kind of in between these daily levels here. 15-minute, looking for a higher low. So far, for the moment, we have a higher low at 416, but if we lose that, we're looking at a 15-minute downtrend and hourly consolidation, with a possible entry off of 369 off of that yesterday's high. Smaller time frames here. Need to get over 480. I'll just mark out a few of these resistance levels. There's 563. Need to get over the VWAP for sure. So I have a lot of lines on my chart. It can get a little confusing, too many lines. And 1 minute to go. Remember, day trading is risky. I like to use stop losses and manage my risk by having a predetermined amount of risk before I even get into a trade. I found for me that's the best way to manage my risk, to know what I'm risking before I hit the buy button. Okay, so we're ready to go. I think I'm most interested in TRNR. We'll see if we get volume. Take a quick trade on MBIO down here at that support level. Just a quick profit on that. Saw a lot of sellers there at 40 cents. Oh, here we go. We got a little bit of price action happening. Uh-oh. What is going on here? My share size was wrong. I should have made big money on that just now. Something's not right. So I'm trading SCNI, and it's really kind of whipping around. See if we're going to drop here, or are we going to break over that double top up there? Got to get over 685. Okay, there's the drop. Ooh, she's dropping pretty good there. Ah. Well, that's a bummer. It looks like my max loss got hit. I wanted to trade TRNR here. I'm really disappointed by that. I exited this over here and jumped in over here, but then my max loss guide hit just as this one was executing. And wow, okay. Well, I was talking about managing risk and stuff, and for some reason I didn't have my chart over here set up right, so I had to guess at my share size, and that's what caused me to take such a big loss over here. And now this one's halted. See, this is what I was trying to get into and trade. This one looked pretty good, but what happened was I hit my max loss and my screens got covered up, so I can't trade anymore if I've hit my max loss. And it kind of sucks, you know, because like when something like this happens, I know I could have made money at that. And I jumped in at the right time. I jumped in on this pullback right here. Unfortunately, I gotta follow my rules here. So I'm stuck at negative 41.66 today on a day I think that I could have made some money if I hadn't been so aggressive on SCNI with my share size. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little trade review here. See, right now I'm feeling kind of emotional, and this is why I have this max loss system in place that shuts me down if I hit my max loss, because otherwise, oftentimes what will happen, I'll get caught up in the noise, and then I will just like overtrade. And oops, I got a problem here with my... Well, that's not going to work. Okay, I might have to do this manually here. Let me see. Yeah, that sucks, man. This one halted going up. Oh God, it just kills me. Okay, let's see here. So I traded 3 stocks, well, technically 2 stocks today. And what really kills me is because, well, let's go over the trade review. I just want to get this. Let's see. Actually, I have to make a note. I need to fix this on my time off. Okay. load up my trades. It wasn't working for me. So I'm going to go ahead and do a trade review here right now. All right, so this is my trade review for June 17th. I was had a few mishaps today, ended up having a red day. Unfortunately, just when the market started to get hot, and I'm like really disappointed today. This really sucked. So I started off with SCNI. Well, actually my first trade was on MBIO, and it was a good trade. You know, I just took small share size. I got in it here on a pullback down to support. I had this support level marked out right here, and we came down to that right here. So I bought that and then sold it real quick up into here. I then switched my focus over to SCNI. SCNI had a breakout up to this resistance level, and on this pullback, we were above the volume weighted average price. On this pullback, I jumped in it right here. Unfortunately, my share size was wrong. I don't know how that happened. I've never really had that happen before. So it bought one share on this move up, and I was so bummed out by that. And then I was sitting here like, oh man, I'm not sure how many shares I'm supposed to buy, because I have an automatic calculator that calculates it for me based on candle ranges. So I never have to think about it. I just hit a button and go. So rather than trying to calculate it out or trying to figure out what was wrong with the software I have, I just went ahead and just set it to 100 shares, which was too much for my risk that I'm only supposed to be risking $8 per trade. So 100 shares was way too much. And for a moment I was up like 20 bucks or whatever, but I actively traded this and I was in and out, looking for that break through 684. We had a double top. And where I went wrong was when I bought it here, I held instead of getting out like I'm supposed to. I'm not supposed to hold this long. And I think I sold one here, but then this came down and it stopped me out. And that, it didn't really stop me out. I hit my max loss. So when I hit my max loss, what happens is my max loss computer, it sees that, it's monitoring my profit. My max loss is -50. The second it sees -50, it automatically closes out all of my trades that I'm in. And so that's what it did here. Unfortunately, I thought I got completely out of this, because I looked over at this point and I saw TRNR over here making a move, and I thought, oh, this is it right here. This one looks good. I liked TRNR. It was a nice setup here on the 5-minute time frame. If you see this, so we had a 5-minute downtrend, but then we had a 5-minute equilibrium here. It was a 15-minute equilibrium. That's right. But anyways, it was tightening up and we pulled back to this support level. I did actually take a trade on this first thing. I didn't remember doing that, but that was a real quick one there. In and out. It took a small loss. I do remember that. So right here, I bought this right here. I took my attention away from SCNI and I came over to here and I bought this. Now with the correct share size. Unfortunately, I was still in one trade over there on SCNI, and that caused me to hit my max loss. So the second I got into this, the max loss computer took me out of the trade right away, right here. Unfortunately, just, this went up and got halted. I would have loved to traded this, and look at it. Look at the move it's making here. My entry is down at $5. This made it move up to $7.83. That's pretty impressive. That's almost like a 50% move. And now here we go higher. So you can see why I'm a little bummed out, because I actually got into something that was moving. This morning looked pretty slim pickings, but and here I am just unable to trade. I got to sit here on the sidelines, and I'm very frustrated right now. I have these rules in place for a reason, though, and the reason why I have a max loss system, and I've been doing this for several years, is because there are days when things will go wrong and sideways, and I lose control of myself and I start to spiral. And next thing you know, I'm giving back days and weeks and even months worth of profit. Yeah, months. So this is in place to help protect me, and it keeps me from doing stupid things. So I go over here now to right here to my spreadsheet that I have. I made it through phase 1. I'm in phase 2, but just barely. You can see here the last few days I've just been kind of like going sideways. And so here I am again going sideways, negative 41.66. I think I did that is my low. So I'm not down 51 or $50, even though that's my max loss. I'm only down 41.66, and I think that's probably in part to the fact that it saw that I was down 50 for a split second, so it exited my trades, but at the same time I was in TRNR, and that one was starting to move up, so it recovered a little bit of that profit in that small amount of time. Anyways, so yeah, my low was probably definitely at, well, I have to look at realized profit. That's what I type in here. I don't type in unrealized. And I do believe that my high at one point was 20 bucks. So this, you know, I was on my way to break out of this sideways consolidation of mine right here, but unfortunately went red. And so now here I am sideways again. I'm still in phase 2, barely. So as long as I don't have a big red day tomorrow, if I do, I'm gonna have to drop back down to phase 1. So I'm really struggling right here between phase 1 and phase 2. I already made it there once before and then dropped back down. So I had to go back to phase 1, and it took me 3 days to get back to phase 2. And now here I am again. But you know, this is, I'm trying to run this as like a business, you know, I'm not trying to gamble. I'm just, you gotta have a plan. This is my plan. I don't know what's up with this monthly candle. That's not correct. I don't think I'm not red on this month. I don't know what's going on. I'll fix that. I'll have to fix that. But so far weekly candles, you know, one green week after another. So this is only Monday. I've got plenty of the week left. It just burns me though that TRNR is making moves like this and I can't trade it. This would have been such a big day for me. Oh, sometimes this is why I sit and think about my rules and like, am I really doing the right thing here? Because look at this. You know, just like, but that's, I guess, just the way it goes. So I'm going to have to just sit back and do nothing. And good luck today. I hope you made some money on this because I'm the guy that lost. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here. That's the end of my review. Thanks for watching today. I hope this was somewhat helpful to you in your trading, and I'll be back here first thing tomorrow morning and gotta fix my software so that this doesn't happen again. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.